Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I've got a fine 80s action film lined up for us. It is George P. Cosmatos' 1986 grand masterpiece. It is Cobra, and this is one hell of a Sylvester Stallone starring action flick. So let's not waste any more time. Here is Cobra. Cobra is a hardcore, balls-to-the-wall action film that is supercharged with attitude and insanely enjoyable. Headlined by action star extraordinaire Sylvester Stallone, the flick ignites with fervent energy and abundant 80s style as it kicks all kinds of ass in its pursuit to entertain. With a gritty tone and cool lead hero, Cobra is a mid-80s action movie that turns up the heat and breaks all the rules in violent and unfaltering fashion. The film follows renegade cop Lieutenant Marion Cobra Cobretti, who with extreme prejudice and incessant force takes on the crime world and cleans up the streets. After a cult gang led by a psychotic killer known as the Night Slasher goes on a bloody ritualistic killing spree, a beautiful young woman named Ingrid bears witness to their brutal crime, forcing her to go into police custody under the protection of Lieutenant Cobretti. Constantly hunted by the mad cult, Cobra must keep his witness alive while trying to kill as many of the Night Slasher's followers as he can. Sylvester Stallone takes on the role of Cobra Cobretti, the totally badass cop who plays by his own rules. Intrinsically cool and hard as nails, Stallone brings the pain in the dynamic role. Gritty, gun-happy, and totally gung-ho to blow shit up, he is the walking, talking stereotype of 80s action heroes. With little to no backstory, other than him being a sheer criminal-punishing wrecking ball, Stallone presents all we need to really know about the character, and that would be that he loves to kick ass and take names later. Hard-nosed to the fullest and relentless with his vengeance, Sylvester Stallone's performance is a gleeful delight of violent-infused mayhem and cheesy one-liner greatness. Paired up in the film with the legendary rogue lawman is Brigitte Nielsen as the dangerously sexy model Ingrid, the lone witness to the Night Stalker's most recent murdering spree. Playing the ultimate damsel in distress, Nielsen looks great in the role. Extremely exotic and surprisingly sympathetic, she portrays the endangered woman with a coy demeanor and an uncharacteristically timid personality. I found the unorthodox performance from her usually tough chick persona to be a breath of fresh air. All in all, she is a fantastic addition to the film and a great cinematic companion to Stallone's tough guy vigilante cop. Aside from the film's great casting with Sylvester Stallone and Brigitte Nielsen, the other positive aspect of the production is the absolutely unhinged level of violence and hyper-energized action. Purely bred in the 80s and absolutely thriving in that notion, Cobra is a high-octane blast to definitely get your adrenaline going in that cinematic loving sense. The film is rude, crude, with a particularly tough attitude, and the inclusion of the rock-infused soundtrack and synthesized original score truly captures the magic of the era. In the end, Cobra is an ultra-cool action extravaganza that thrills in grandiose style, allocating all the violence and excess of the 80s and forging it all together into a classic powerhouse of entertainment. Sylvester Stallone and Brigitte Nielsen are perfect in their roles, and each have ample opportunity to shine amongst the chaos and gunplay. Also, the main villain, the Night Slasher, played by Brian Thompson, is a respectably great addition to the cast, giving the film a frighteningly psychotic presence that genuinely reflects the toughness of the production. All in all, Cobra is as fun as it sounds. From its over-the-top moments and frenzied approach, this is one flick that begs to be watched. If you're a fan of Stallone and his filmography from this time period, then you need to check this one out. It's simply savage. Cobra is an 80s actioneer that ultimately kicks ass. And guys, that is Sly Stallone's Cobra, just one hell of a hard-hitting action flick. and one of my absolute favorites from the era. Just balls to the wall badass. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then guys, I will see you with the next movie review. Take care.